We acknowledge the First Peoples and their traditional lands referred to as Treaty 6, 7, and 8 territories, and that the province of Alberta and all the people here are beneficiaries of these peace and friendship treaties. Treaties 6, 7, and 8, along with small areas of Treaties 4 and 10, encompass the traditional territories of numerous Western Canadian First Nations as well as the Métis people. Norquest College is dedicated to ensuring that the spirit of these treaties is honored and respected. Heeding the calls to action of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, with funding from Alberta Advanced Education, the Rural Roots program is herein responding to the calls for education for reconciliation. Article 62, 2. To post-secondary institutions to educate teachers on how to integrate Indigenous knowledge and teaching into classrooms. Article 63, 2. Sharing information and best practices on teaching curriculum related to residential schools and Aboriginal history. Article 63, 3. Building student capacity for intercultural understanding, empathy, and mutual respect. Article 63, 4. Identifying teacher training needs relating to the above. We are grateful to the elders who, with open hearts, willingly shared the knowledge they keep for their peoples. On behalf of English language learners throughout the province of Alberta, we thank them for introducing newcomers among us to truth about identity, treaty, protocol and ceremony, residential schools, challenges to overcome, and guiding lights.
I would have to go back to Louis Riel and his partner Gabriel Dumont. Gabriel Dumont was the heart, Louis was the brain. Gabriel Dumont was the physical guy, the hunter, the general that looked after the Métis buffalo hunts. The gathering of the military aspect of the Métis. Louis Riel was the lawyer, a Catholic priest, and an American citizen. But he loved his Métis people and petitioned the government to have the Métis recognized as a distinct people. An endless effort. The true hero of all of the Métis people is Louis Riel. And having Manitoba as recognized as a province of Canada. That was a very instrumental move on developing how all of Canada became a country. The work that he did then still is ongoing today. The rights that the Métis people have today were actually written by Louis Riel and his government in 1885. They developed a charter of rights, of human rights, in 1885, which was way before its time. He was patient enough. His partner, Gabriel Dumont, wanted war, wanted to fight. Louis Riel said no. We have to do it this way. We have to follow along the path of getting elected. The patience that he had alone. And he gave his life. It was worth the sacrifice. That, to me, is the true mark of a hero. Selfless acts.
One of my great leaders is Chief Crowfoot. Took him about a month to sign the treaty because he had counsel every day with all the knowledge keepers. Everybody had a say. In his mind, he's thinking about the seventh generation. Well, how my kids are going to survive 7 generations from now. And what are we giving up? We're giving up timber, water, gold, diamonds, potash, tar sand, everything. So they had an agreement saying, in exchange, we'll give you the land, but give us these things. That's why he's one of my heroes, Chief Crowfoot. He thought of other people. He thought of the 7th generation. And they made sure those things were in the treaty for the benefit of the Chickasaw people.
That will be an elder who has taught and teach of wisdom, courage, strength, and compassion, and kindness and understanding. That person would be for me is Lillian Elias from Inuvik. She's a very positive person. She doesn't drink, she doesn't do alcohol, and she keeps her culture and language and everything alive. Our language, our history, our singing and drumming, and how we clothe ourselves from the animals and how we hunt all the animals and prepare it and put it away.
Today I'd like to look up to our leadership, the women in the community, the sisters, the aunties, the relatives, and even the young girls that are just born learning to walk. They're the backbone of the community. Through colonization, we were taught as young men that we didn't have to respect women, that we were superior to them. And if we put them back in that place that they belong, then we can have a safe community. My second hero is our chief, because traditionally the chief would bring all people together. He's a young man, but he understands the society of the world we live in today. He involves the community. He makes sure the ceremonies are coming back. He makes sure the people have an understanding. And most of all, he's gone to war with the government to prove we exist and that yes, the government has to recognize the signing of the treaty and honor it.
We're getting to our rightful place. It's going to take several generations as long as the water flows. And that means as long as a child is born.